Good morning, good morning. You are listening to Ryan Fleming and my co-host,
Marlee Fleming.
And we are Waking Up with Flem. So, good morning, Marlee.
Good morning, Ryan.
How'd you sleep last night?
Oh, actually, I slept pretty good. Woke up, I think maybe just once when you got up with our dog Moose, who is a 6.5-month-old Aussie Doodle.
Yeah, it whines. Goes at 5:30 in the morning. But at least he doesn't pee in the floor.
Yes, I will take that any day.
Yes.
Well, good morning, listeners. We are so excited to launch our very first episode of our own podcast called Waking Up with Flem. That may sound pretty gross, but thank you for those sound effects, Ryan. But we are the Flemings. We have been together for 19 years, married for 12 of those years, and we have two beautiful children, Maisie and Declan. And our podcast is just to talk about everyday things, about marriage, about parenting, kind of just life itself. I think Ryan and I do a really great job of being funny, but also strict when we need to be. And so we just want to kind of introduce ourselves, give you a little bit of background about the Flemings, and I'll let Ryan take that away.
Well, my name is Ryan Fleming. I'm not telling you my age because I'm almost 40. Yeah. And I do roofing as my job. And I am a father of two. And that's about it. I don't know what else to say.
That's okay. So Ryan and I, we have known each other for a very long time.
Very long.
Very long. So his mom was my middle school chorus teacher. So we've known each other since middle school. He was a grade above me in school, and neither one of us really liked each other. I thought he was like the biggest tool in the world.
I thought she was ugly.
But somehow he likes me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She grown out of the braces and the curly perm hair.
If any of you remember Brace Face growing up, that cartoon, that's probably exactly how I looked with the blonde hair, the braces. I did have some really awesome perms in high school and everything, but I've grown out of that now. But I do remember Ryan. He being in high school wearing extra large sweatshirts and just kind of hopping through the stands of the gym where we would hang out and everything.
So I was a cool guy.
Yeah, but he was not an extra large guy. He was a small guy.
Yeah, about 120 pounds.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
And then he drove this really old blue truck.
It's a 1968 Chevy C10.
Okay.
Baby blue with a white top.
Well, while my girlfriends and I would be hanging out in the local town coffee shop
or parking lot,
we would just see him kind of flying down. The road was called Big A Road, and he'd just be flying down that road. And what was he doing, Ryan?
Flipping everybody off, giving everybody the bird.
So that's my memory of him. But it wasn't until the summer that I graduated high school that we started hanging out. I was, again, with these two same best girlfriends of mine.
They thought I was a cool guy.
They did.
Still do.
One of my best friends, Chelsea, shout out to Chels. She knew Ryan from culinary. And she would be like, hey guys, we have this cool party. And I was like, okay, fun. Who's going to be there? And she was naming off some different people. And then she included Ryan's name. And I was like, oh, goodness gracious. Well, we went, and you know what? I had the best time. Funny guy, super funny. Also kind of a trickster, very much so. Ryan, do you want to go into this story of kind of what you tricked me into doing on the golf cart?
Oh, well, we were at a party, and we were driving a golf cart down a road. It was a field party, and me and Marlee went on the golf cart, and there was a cop at the stop sign.
Said cop.
There was a cop at the stop sign. And I was like, you got to jump. And what did she do? She jumps off the golf cart into a pile of bushes down a hill.
Lost my shoes in the meantime, guys. Lost them.
And then she got up and there was no cop there. No cop whatsoever.
I swear, guys, there was no cop.
There was.
He made that up just to watch me jump out of the golf cart.
She did it, though.
I did.
Trust.
But you know what? That was the summer of 2005, and that has been one of the best summers ever. We had so much fun getting to know each other and just hanging out with each other, hanging out with our friends. We had some pretty cool times during that summer. We even did this really cool, huge slip and slide at one of the soccer fields in where we grew up. And that was a great time.
Yeah.
It was fun. We had a lot of fun. But like I said, we've been together for a very long time. We dated for about 7 years before he finally decided to pop the question. And that was a great night. He had been traveling for about 3 weeks with his job and came home and wanted to do a at-home movie.
Drive-in movie.
Yes, because movies was our thing. So I will say we racked up well over probably 150, 200 movie stubs during our dating career. And so movies was our thing. And he turned on the projector and thinking it was a movie, it was actually a slideshow of our 7 years of dating. And at the very end, he popped the question, and it was just an amazing moment just between the two of us. So that's kind of how we are. I think that was everybody's feeling.
They were waiting for that moment.
Yes, waiting for that moment.
For 7 years.
Well,
she did give me an ultimatum like a year before that.
What?
At a restaurant with all our friends. And she said, if you don't pop the question, we're going to be done.
I don't remember that, actually.
She did. It was in South Carolina. I forgot the name of the restaurant, but Chelsea was there. I bet she can vouch. Chelsea, you can help me out on that. But yeah, she did give me an ultimatum.
7 years is long, guys.
It is.
Long time, guys.
She was thinking like maybe 2 years.
Nah, but
maybe 3.
You know what? I'm sure as many of you do, God knows when the right time is. And that was the right time for us.
It took me 7 years.
Yeah. But you know what? That wedding was planned in 7 months.
Yes, because she'd been waiting for it for 7 years.
So, but beyond that, we do have 2 kids. We have a daughter. She is about to be 11, and we have a son who is 7. And
about to be 8.
About to be 8, yes, in November. But they are our pride and joy, but they can also, as I'm sure many parents can...
be a big pain in the... Sorry, that was just what I do.
But we do love them, yes. But I think what kind of brings us together is that Ryan and I are best friends. And so we talk through a lot of things. We back each other up on a lot of things.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, yes. I'd say 95% of the time we back each other up. But that's what you got to do. You got to figure out this whole parenting game of life. Whether you have a partner or whether you're single, but it is a struggle every single day. And kudos to all of our parents out there. Yes. Kudos to all those that are animal parents. Kudos to those that are guardians. I mean, it's a struggle every single day, but hey, we're getting through it. So that's pretty much what we are wanting to talk about on this podcast is just everyday things. I mean, there'll be times where we are making jokes. There will be probably times where we are asking questions or just making statements all in all. So we really hope that you enjoy this time with us. And I think our first topic today is going to be about
movies you should or should not let your kids watch.
And I think that's a really great point. So the movie that has just come out is Deadpool and Wolverine. So
yes,
Ryan and I, we have already seen the first 2 Deadpools and love them.
Laugh.
Hilarious. Great. We love Ryan Reynolds.
He's so hot.
Thank you for that, Ryan.
I'll just say it because I know you want to say it.
Yeah. but our 7-year-old son is set on watching this movie. And I mean, okay.
I don't care if he watches it.
And it really doesn't bother me as much either. But I do know there are some individuals and parents that are just like, no, that's inappropriate. He should not be watching it. I'm going to ask the question. How many of us were raised on those 90s horror films? I know I was. I'm raising my hand right now. I know I was. I was raised on Halloween, Friday the 13th. Jason, yeah, all those movies. And I mean, I was probably about my son's age. And,
the Gremlins.
Yeah. I mean, wonderful Christmas movie, right?
Yeah, good.
But
kind of like Die Hard. That's a good Christmas movie.
But just trying to kind of go back to that and be like, okay, when is too early? And it's supposed to be a funny movie. And I think as parents, we also can kind of incorporate in there, okay, this is just a part of a movie. This should not be taken literally. You should not do that. You should not say that. But in context, I mean, funny's funny.
They hear worse every day.
They do.
From and other people at school.
With their access to
tablets.
Social media, tablets, everything, I would rather be in the presence with my children and watching these type of videos to where I can actually say yes or no. Or
don't say that.
Yes. So that's kind of my thought about this. So y'all, please let us know what your thoughts are on letting your children watch these kind of movies, and what kind of movies has your kid watched, or what kind of movies did you grow up watching?
Like our daughter Maisie, she watched The Conjuring the other day. It's like, why? But she wanted to.
Yeah, she wanted to. And she was a little scared. I mean, growing up, again, horror films were always my favorite, always my go-to. I've always enjoyed horror films. I've always enjoyed thrillers and everything. Ryan's more of the action,
Fast and the Furious, rom-coms.
Yeah, and I like those too. I do. How many movies did we watch this weekend?
2.
I think we actually watched 3.
3
movies. Yeah, we actually watched
The Fall Guy.
Fall Guy. That's a great movie. That's a good action movie.
The kids left in like 30 minutes.
So again, we get some of our time together by ourselves, but we also watched Quiet Place Day 1.
Oh yeah,
that was a good one. That's a really good one. Watched one on Netflix that was just released called The Deliverance. Very interesting.
Yes.
I wouldn't recommend it, but I would not recommend it. So it's kind of one of those things where you watch it. Okay, that's good. It's not a movie that I would watch again.
No, it's not Fast and Furious.
No, it's not.
Could watch that all day.
But we are always up for movie recommendations as well. So please feel free to share your most recent movie recommendations. We did take our daughter to go see Twisters.
Yes. A couple weeks ago,
yeah. In one of the really nice movie theaters in Athens. We were there
reclining heated seats.
Yes. Meals and everything. So again, I grew up on those kind of movies. The original was great, but I found this one to be a really great second one too. It wasn't too much related to the first one. So it was
She just liked it because the guy was hot.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, that's the only reason. Took his shirt off a couple times.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. Well, we are going to start wrapping up with our first episode. But again, please leave your comments. Please look back for us every Monday morning. We will be releasing on Monday mornings. And I am excited that we get to be a part of your listening.
Your morning life.
Yes, exactly, guys. But hope you have a wonderful day.
Yeah, wonderful day.
Wonderful week. And we will talk to you soon.
See you later, guys.
Bye.